it's Emily Rand with ESPN Esports, and I'm joined by Licorice from Cloud9. Thank you for taking the time to chat with me a bit. So first of all, congratulations on your win. You guys have kind of, in the parity that is NA, you've kind of separated yourself at the top. So why do you think there is so much parity in the league, and what has C9 done to differentiate yourselves as a team?
I think that a lot of teams went through pretty drastic roster changes this year, and I think that as a team, we still have a very comfortable team identity, which a lot of teams are still working out. So I think that just having that and knowing how we want to play the game is really just setting us apart, because a lot of the other teams are just struggling to close out games properly because they just don't know how to play together.
So speaking of that, this game, TSM were ahead with this very kind of high damage poke composition that, in my opinion, is very annoying to deal with. I'm not sure if you share that sentiment, but in a game like this, how do you guys kind of keep your heads when it does look like TSM has an overwhelming advantage?
Basically we just look for any opportunity we can. It's really just like problem solving, kind of. It's just oh, they're gonna do Baron now. We can't stop that. What else can we do? And it's just we can camp here, or just the best solution we can come up with just to keep ourselves focused and in the game. But yeah, that game was miserable.
Yeah, so you see the Nico locked in. Are you is this revenge for me playing Silas against Broken Blade for the first time?
So I have played that matchup before a long time ago, the Aatrox Nico one. It's not good for Aatrox, or it's not fun for Aatrox in lane, but I think that Aatrox is just a stronger champion in general. So I wasn't too worried about it. They did end up focusing topside pretty heavily, so that was also difficult for me, but it wasn't really a huge concern for me.
Do you guys ever chat about this in comms, in terms of how annoying this composition is, or is it something you realized right off the bat in draft? Because I'll say, when I looked at it, I was I'm not really sure what this is going to do, and then I saw the actual execution, and I was holy man, this is annoying.
Yeah, no, the game today, it was definitely not something we realized. We just started playing the game, and then at some point we were just wow, this is really unplayable. And they were all right, what can we do to try to play this game? Because right now we can't even play. It's definitely more of a discovery kind of thing for the most part.
All right, well, you came up on top, so congratulations to you. Looking ahead, what is next for C9, and what are you guys preparing for?
What's next for C9? I think next week we play Liquid. We really want to beat Liquid. And then after that, it's just going to be trying not to drop any games before playoffs and make it to MSI.
All right, well, all the best to you. Thank you for taking the time. And for more League of Legends coverage, keep it here on ESPN Esports.